I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Got some serious gunk on this one, so I'm going to use a Scotch-Brite pad on it. I don't have to worry about damaging the carbide because this is a tool steel blade. And since it's a tool steel blade, I'll be able to sharpen it right up with a file. Now, this is a steel blade. This side cleaned up pretty good. It's got a few spots on it. This side is rusty around the teeth. And I couldn't figure out what was going on until I thought about it. This side's got a little bit of pine tar still on it. I got to do a little bit more scrubbing on it. But this side's rusty. Only at the outer edges of the teeth, just in a few spots. But it's definitely rust. And I thought, well, why would one side rust and the other side wouldn't? Then I realized they were stacked. Just like that. So the rust is where the teeth were exposed, and the side that laid against the other blade that wasn't exposed didn't rust. So I'm thinking, if I'm going to stack blades, I need to address that issue. Now, this may have been sitting out in the rain for all I know, but I'm thinking if I'm going to sharpen these up and then stack them on that kind of a carrier, I need to do something about that. Maybe separate them with some wax paper or something. That would probably work. That would keep it from being exposed to the air. Or maybe wrap the whole thing in some plastic, or put it in a plastic bag, or I don't know. Stick them in a baggie. Maybe not put them any place where they get rusty. But you know, saw blades are saw blades. They're going to go on the job with you. But for long-term storage, first I'm going to try wax. Now it's going to take me 5 years to find out if it's going to do anything, although I suppose I could do an accelerated testing on it. I could put it in a place where it does rust, get all the rust off of this thing. I'll put it in some vinegar and get some of that, get the rust off of it. Then wax it, hang it out in a place where it can get rusty, and see what happens. This is a pretty good blade though. I might try that with one of the junkers that I got on the other rack. Might be a better plan. Brass brush seems to have done a pretty good job on this one. But this was not on a skill saw. This was on a table saw. At least I don't know of any saws that take a 10-inch blade. There's huge ones, and I know some of the worm saws take bigger blades, but I'm pretty sure this was on a table saw, which means it's going to see a higher class of material that it's going to be working on. Now that doesn't mean you're not going to grab up an old spruce 2x4 and run it through your table saw. Get the thing all pitched up and make the blade all gummy. But it's not as likely as the saw that you take to the job to cut up scrap lumber or pre-cut studs. That looks pretty good. Pine tar came right off of it. So grease lightning is 90% good. It can't cure everything though. Whatever was on that Barracuda blade, I'm going to call it a Barracuda blade because it's got hooked teeth. Now, I can't tell by the name on the blade. It's a carbide tooth saw blade. I can get that. Maybe somebody else can recognize that little bit of orange writing there, but I don't. But this is very similar to the Diablo blade that I've got on the worm drive saw, on the Skill worm drive saw. This thing should cut like the dickens. It's going to be a problem trying to sharpen it though, because I don't have a curved diamond. So I'll have to see what I can do on that. Might not need it. We'll test it and see. So I got the saw blades half done. I'm going to go ahead and shut the camera off for a while and finish up these saw blades. And I'm going to work on this muffler. See if we can't get the chainsaw up and going. Won't happen today. Got a lot of work here just on these saw blades, just getting the crap off of them. Because I got the mess already made, I got to finish the job. While I'm still dressed in my old clothes, I'm going to go ahead and finish up cleaning these saw blades and take care of this muffler, because it's a dirty job. But no point having you guys watch me scrub on a saw blade for days. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching. This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the US or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.